Good evening, everyone. Or perhaps good night, because tonight we're going to talk about the power of a proper goodbye to your day. Not just a casual wave, but a deliberate, mindful shutdown ritual. And why, in our always-on world, it's not just a nice idea, but a crucial practice for anyone who wants to solve hard problems and unlock next-level clarity. We've all been there, right? Staring at a problem, feeling like our brain is stuck in quicksand. We push harder, work longer, convinced that more hours will inevitably lead to a breakthrough. But what if the opposite were true? What if the key to unlocking that solution lies not in more effort, but in deliberate disengagement? Let's talk about something called attention residue. Imagine you're working on a demanding task, then you switch to another. Your brain, being the incredibly loyal and diligent organ it is, doesn't immediately let go of that previous task. A little bit of its processing power, a little bit of its focus, lingers on what you were just doing. It's like leaving a window open on your computer. Even if you've minimized it, it's still consuming resources. This lingering cognitive load, this attention residue, drains our mental energy, makes it harder to focus on the new task, and significantly impacts our ability to engage in deep work, the very work required to solve those complex problems. And guess what amplifies attention residue? A messy, abrupt end to your workday. Just slamming the laptop shut and diving straight into dinner or your evening plans. Our brains, magnificent as they are, aren't designed for this constant, frenetic switching. They thrive on clear beginnings and clear endings. Think of it like a meticulous chef preparing a meal. They don't just dump all the ingredients together. They prep, they cook, and then, crucially, they clean their station. They put things away. They create order. A shutdown ritual is essentially that cleaning of the station for your mind. It's a deliberate, scheduled period where you signal to your brain, we're done for the day, you can stand down. This isn't just about closing tabs, it's about closing cognitive loops. The magic really happens in what we call the unconscious processing. While you're consciously trying to solve a problem, your unconscious mind is always working in the background, like a supercomputer silently running algorithms. It's making connections, sifting through information, and testing possibilities. But this incredible processing power needs fuel, and it needs space. It needs you to get out of its way. When you engage in a proper shutdown ritual, you're essentially saying, all right, conscious mind, take a break. Unconscious mind, you're up. Go wild. Connect the dots. Find the patterns I couldn't see. Consider the famous stories of breakthroughs happening in the shower, on a walk, or right before falling asleep. Archimedes and his eureka moment in the bath. These weren't random coincidences. These were moments when the conscious mind relaxed its grip, allowing the unconscious to deliver its carefully crafted solutions. So what does a powerful shutdown ritual look like? It doesn't have to be elaborate. The key is consistency and intentionality. Here are a few core components. Review and plan, briefly. Don't start new work. Instead, quickly review what you accomplished today and, crucially, make a quick plan for tomorrow. What are the absolute top priorities? Jot them down. This offloads them from your mental RAM. You're telling your brain, it's handled, we know what's next. Process your inbox. A quick scan to ensure no emergencies, but avoid getting sucked in. If something needs a response tomorrow, add it to your plan. The goal here is containment, not engagement. Clear your physical space. Tidy your desk. Put away papers, close your laptop. A clear physical space reinforces a clear mental space. Transition activity. This is perhaps the most critical part. Engage in something that creates a clear psychological break from work. This could be a short walk, listening to a specific piece of music, journaling about your day without dwelling on work problems, meditation, or even a simple, focused hobby. Something that signals work mode is off. This transition activity acts like a mental palate cleanser. It washes away the attention residue, allowing your brain to truly disengage. It creates the fertile ground for your unconscious mind to work its magic. The benefits are profound. Firstly, next day clarity. When you return to work, you'll find yourself starting with a fresh slate, not dragging yesterday's mental baggage. The problems that seemed insurmountable often appear in a new light, sometimes even with the solution already formed. Secondly, enhanced problem solving. your unconscious has been working overtime, making those elusive connections while you've been consciously resting and rejuvenating. You're essentially leveraging your entire cognitive architecture, not just the front-facing conscious part. And thirdly, reduce stress and burnout. By giving your brain a consistent signal that it's okay to rest, you prevent the chronic feeling of being on call 24/7. This preserves your mental energy and prevents decision fatigue. In a world that constantly demands more, the paradox is that sometimes less is more. Less relentless pushing and more deliberate disengagement. A shutdown ritual isn't a luxury, it's a strategic tool. It's a gift you give your future self, the self that needs to be sharp, insightful, and ready to tackle the next big challenge. So tonight, before you truly call it a day, I encourage you to establish your own shutdown ritual. Give your brilliant brain the scheduled downtime it craves and deserves, because when you allow it to truly rest, that's when it does its best, most profound work. Subscribe for more psychology, self-awareness, and deep work videos.